So right now, I want to show you how you can get rid of crappy renders like this one and get hot renders like this or even this one. So I designed an exterior scene from a cafe, but getting a cool cinematic render was so challenging to me. So in order to get that, I decided to use two post-process volumes. And the reason is because I wanted to control the exposure of the scene manually. So the first post-process volume is used only for controlling the exposure of the scene and nothing else. And the second one, as you can see, is only used for artistic effects. So that you can get to know the work process better, I'm gonna hide the second post-process volume. And then let's select the first one, and in the exposure tab of this post-process volume, as you can see, I have adjusted the exposure manually on one Unreal Engine units. And after that, what you have to do is to set these two parameters, I mean the minimum and maximum EV100s, on 0, both of them. So by doing this, we have disabled the Unreal Engine's auto exposure process, and as a result, we can have better control over the scene lighting. Now, the main light source of this scene is the directional light, which is a subcategory of the sun and sky actor. And what I'm gonna do is to choose the best value and the most appropriate value for the intensity of the directional light. And of course, you can choose another amount for the intensity of the lighting. I mean, you are the author of your scene. And I decided to increase the indirect lighting intensity because I want the parts in the shadow to be brighter. So now that we have done with the intensity and indirect lighting, let's scroll down the details section to check the other important parameters. And yeah, it's right here, the light shaft section. Make sure that you check the light shaft occlusion and light shaft bloom parameters. Now let's take a look to the sky atmosphere actor, which is also a subcategory of the sun and sky. And I think all of the parameters of the sky atmosphere are on the default, so there is no need to change any parameters. And finally, let's take a look to the skylight. And as you can see in the details section, the mobility has set on movable, the real-time capture has checked, the cube map resolution is on 1024, and let's just increase the intensity of skylight a little bit, and I think 1.5 is appropriate for this situation. In addition to the light sources that I've added to this scene, I have used two extra visual effects, which are the exponential height fog and the volumetric clouds. And when I'm hiding these two actors, it reflects on the viewport and the difference is obvious. I think I forgot to mention something about the first post-process volume. So let's get back to it and let's scroll down the details section, and here it is. Post-process volume settings section. Just make sure that the infinite extent parameter is checked and set the priority on 0. The reason for setting the priority to 0 is that we want to make it clear to Unreal Engine that the effect is ahead of the second one and calculate the parameters of this effect before the second one. Alright, now that we are done with the first post-process volume, let's check the second one, and as it is clear in the outliner section, I renamed it as artistic. So let me just show you the parameters that I've modified in this post-process volume, I mean the second one in comparison to the first one. And the first parameter that has been added is bloom effect, and when I turn it off and turn it on, the difference is clear in the viewport. And after that, I'm gonna decrease the temperature a little bit, because I want to have a cold color combination, and so I think 5000 is appropriate. And here we have another parameter called toe, and it helps me to increase the brightness of the dark sides of my scene. And as you can see, by increasing its value, the interior space of the scene are become more brighter. The next parameter that I have applied some change on it is global illumination. And as you can see, I have increased the final gather quality and I've set it on 2, and this might put some extra load on your GPU card, but increasing this parameter also helps us to get better quality in our final renders. And here we reach to the translucency section in the rendering features. Just make sure that you check the type option, and as you can see, I have set the mode on the ray tracing, I mean the translucency mode. And the reason is because I've got better reflections on the glasses that I've used in my scene. And you can see that the difference is obvious when I'm changing the mode to raster and to ray tracing again. And finally, we reach to the post-process volume settings. Just make sure that you've checked the infinite extent option and set the priority to 1. Alright, now that we checked all the modified parameters in the second post-process volume effect, let's change the viewport from perspective to the camera that I've placed in the project. And as you can see, I want to have a render from this angle, and let's just select the camera from the outliner section so we can have access to its parameters. So in this regard, I'm going to change the focus distance to set the focus of the camera on the table, but I think if we change the direction of the sunlight and make the space a little closer to the sunset, we can achieve better results. So let's just do it by changing the longitude and latitude parameters of the sun and sky actor. But as I said before, you are the author of your own scene and maybe you want to have a different atmosphere and different lighting. So it is okay. And now that we are done with the lighting, let's get back to the Cine Camera actor again and set the focus distance so that we can have focus on the table. Okay, everything is ready to have a cool render. So if you want to learn how to get a high quality render like real life, make sure you won't miss the video which has appeared on your screen. And if you have any question or opinion, leave it to the comment section. Take care of yourself, see you in the next videos.